What's going on, fellow humans and resellers? It is I, James. RedemptionAgency.com, 22 years selling full-time on eBay. And it is Tuesday, which means Pee-wee's doctor's appointments today. I thought it was Monday, but I was wrong. Got this Vianney hat. It's a local school. Sold for $10 on Posh. So, it looks like as of yesterday, we're back to our $600 days. Your package is coming today. Is it really coming this time? So my special mailers for my reveal are supposed to show up today. I pushed it off another day. And then also my surprise I got for the business is supposed to show up today. So if that does, then I can use it in my reveal video, which is cool. So hopefully that will get here today. I can get that knocked out and get these pre-orders sent out by Wednesday, as I stated. So that will work. So yesterday on eBay, nothing on my new store, no sales. I did notice, did he close them out? Why did he close that out? I told him what I was doing. They use it to ship from their accounts. So they signed out and signed in under their account and then closed it. But all my items are showing up now. Man, I don't like Edge. No, not Urban Picker. Why is it not saving? I saved it. What do you mean you couldn't find it? Oh, because I typed it wrong. I gotta put in the password. Now save. You're not gonna save? No, eBay. I don't need a QR code. So all my items are live now, it appears. So that's at least a positive. So I have 43 listings active right now. So we'll see how long it takes for another one to sell. Now, today's probably going to be chaotic because it's already late. It's 10 o'clock. Kept getting up, then tornado warning at 4 a.m., then got up at 6 to feed them, then went back and laid back down. So my solid night sleeps are pretty much gone for now, it seems. So, which means wasting hours. Unfortunately, I hate that. I'm wasting hours by laying in bed awake, trying to go back to sleep. So, let's see. Looks like most everything has views. There's about about six of them that don't have views. Sending out offers. So he's at 3:30. Then if those items get here, I want to get the pre-orders set up so I can get those out tomorrow. And then I want to shoot the video for the launch also. So I'm not sure how much work I'll get done today. But that's all right. I'll just look at it as a day off. I won't let it frustrate me. Just like, enjoy it. Enjoy it while it's here. Enjoy the moment. So yesterday, $648. That is all. And so within the last like 4 days, I've ended and sold similar on probably about 8,000 items. But yet I only sold 8 organic items yesterday. 36 items sold, 28 promoted, 8 organic. So back near that 40 mark. Today we are 11 items sold, 7 organic, almost as much as yesterday as a whole, 4 promoted, as it stands right now anyway. So something was up yesterday. Baby girl's back. And Mr. P to the Wee is back here now. It's behind the shipping area, relaxing. So we are at 10:08 a.m. I'm at $186. Baby girl. Got a nice array of different types of stuff. A nice array of, this is an everything seller batch. I can say that. Got a little bit of everything right here. So that's good to see. Yesterday, I got a call from a friend to meet him at the Benz to buy some stuff from him. So I stayed and grabbed some stuff while I was there. So might as well if I'm there. It kind of helps make what I buy from him cost even less, because then I can just average it all out in the same day. When I go out shopping, I like to, like if I don't hit a home run on the first one, I like to go out to various places so I can bring my average down per item. Well, I haven't been on YouTube in a while, have I, down here? No, because I didn't read anything yesterday, did I? Like, that video's from, like, Friday. Refresh. Fresh. So, pre-orders. 29 pre-orders. So, there's about 60 items, 60 of them left as of right now. So, if you're waiting to see what it is before you purchase it, if you want to purchase it or not, to see if you want to purchase it, there should be plenty as of right now. So close some of these windows. Alrighty. Somebody said what resell on my title of my video yesterday, what resellers aren't telling you. Said the same title as Tech and Sports. I'd seen somebody make a video talking about, I guess, Tech and Sports, homeschooling picker, and some others. I saw them on the thumbnail, and it said what resellers aren't telling you. And then it looked like Tech put out one in response, I'm guessing. I didn't watch either one, so I'm not sure what's going on. And made pretty much the same thumbnail, but with himself with all 5 figures on the front. So I figured I'd go ahead and play off of that yesterday, since I had no unique ideas, and put just pop culture references on it. So some of my favorite stuff: Bert and Ernie, David Lee Roth, and Burt Reynolds. So just for poops and giggles. Scratchy. I'm out of the Apiquil. Hopefully that'll be here tomorrow for him. Alrighty. Here he comes. P to the Wee. Scratchy. Been wiping him down daily, trying to help ease the itchies. There's that tail. It's like a peacock fan. All right. Wow, that's weird. This is the first I've seen, like, all my videos past the one yesterday have basically Normally my top 3 videos in the last 48 hours all have pretty high views, but only the one does. It is coming out of the weekend, though. Poor guy. Alrighty. Questions and comments, and we'll get to shipping. Guess this day rolling. I was out of town for 3 days, and it's probably going to take me a whole week to get caught up on your videos. That's Josh Graff. What's going on, Josh? And he's going back in the storage room laid out. Let's see. I wanted to thank you for all the interesting videos. I woke up Monday morning to find my room shut down and my funds put on hold. 3 years selling and 100% positive feedback. This was the only way I could help support my family because of medical issues. The reason they gave me was the BS blank statement of trying to keep the community safe. They want receipts for all my items. I go to garage sales and have no receipts. 3 years of hard work shot down for absolutely no reason. I am so depressed. I don't even know how to begin to pull myself out of this funk. Well, that's weird. I know the statement of we need receipts is definitely a blank statement, because when they were pulling my stuff down with Vero or with copyright, whatever, because the brand, when AI came in and the brand wasn't in the name brand wasn't in as the brand on the item specifics. Then when I talked to the person, they're, well, maybe we need receipts to show that. I'm like, it's yard sale stuff. It's used hats and clothing. What do you need receipts for? So that is a pretty blank statement, unless you're selling new stuff. If you're selling new items, that's different. But according to you, you buy your stuff at garage sales, so chances are they're not used. So I'm not sure. I don't know the situation or your store, so I really can't give no information on it. If they totally suspended your account, or if you're just on like a 3-day suspension because of Veros or something like that. I don't know the situation. I really don't know what to say there. Well, if your funds are put on hold, then you're probably just on a 3-day suspension, the Vero thing. If you're selling used stuff, make sure you put the brand name actually in the item specifics brand, even if it's not the brand. If it's a Budweiser shirt on a Gildan tag, put Budweiser as the brand, or they will take it down, things like that. But other than that, I really have no advice, not knowing what's going on with your situation in more detail. That's a sweet looking bike. Yeah, I finally got my bike back. So in like 95, 96, when I got my first credit card, it was a Discover card. Even though I couldn't afford it, I went and bought my dream bike, which was a GT Pro Freestyle Tour Team model. I think at the time it was like $700. 500, 700, somewhere in there. It was a lot of money for me at the time. Like, I couldn't afford that, but I always wanted one, so I bought it on my first credit card. First thing I bought. And I rode it a little bit, didn't have many miles on it. So in 2001-ish, when we moved here, the boys accidentally left the garage door open all night one night, and my bike was stolen out of it. And I love that bike. It was like pristine. And so I've been looking over the years trying to find it and or a replacement in nice shape, but it's a very hard to find bike, which you would think would make it easier to find mine if it ain't just stored somewhere, if it came out on the market, but I never found it. So I'm in these GT groups on Facebook, and this one person kept posting the bike, and the first time I saw it, if you ever want to sell it, let me know, please. And so every time he posted it, I put that on his thing. Somebody made a post in that group yesterday saying, hey, I'm looking for a bike to buy. Any sellers out there? And he put the picture up of that bike and go, I'm thinking about selling this. And I'm like, I want it. It's mine. If you want to sell it, please reach out to me. So he goes, well, I'm going to have to it's going to take big money to get it from me, at least $3,000. I'm like, I'm serious. I want to buy it. So I sent him a message, and I didn't need like the guard on the bottom. So he took that off and took $300 off for the guard. I'm like, yeah, I don't need that. It wasn't on my original bike, and I'm not doing any tricks on it. I'm just riding it flat. So a fly got in here. So made a deal at $2,600. And he's in Ohio, which is about 6.5 hours away. I'm like, well, crap, we were looking for kind of a road trip anyway for a weekend. I'm like, instead of taking it apart and mailing it, and who knows what happens to it, I'll come pick it up if you don't mind. And so I sent him $100 to hold it, show him I'm serious. And the next weekend that Jan's off is not till like the 1st and the 2nd of next month. So I told him, I'm like, if you want cash and you don't want to ship it, we'll come up on the 1st and 2nd, pick it up. And it just so happened that there's an hour from him, but an hour closer to me, there's a bike show on that Saturday, the 1st. And he's going to be there anyway. He's like, why don't we just meet here? I'm like, perfect. Saves me an hour drive time. Get to stop at the bike show and kind of look at the other bikes and pick up my bike again. That I can finally get back into the collection. So I'm happy about that. So yes, got the bike back. Hiding listings is a practice Etsy has been doing for years, and no one cared then, so they probably won't care about eBay now. Many folks over there basically just use the venue as their host to drive all their traffic with social media. I just ordered mine. Can't wait. Well, thank you, Ty. That was the pre-order. Cleaning product. My lowest sales day total in 8 years yesterday. The thumbnail had me rolling. You keep it real, appreciate it. I am very curious as to whether your new store will do better for being a smaller and selling only clothing. I'm an everything seller like you and don't want to start a new store, but I am very curious as to whether a new store is favored. My store is almost 21 years old, and I feel that perhaps having an old store that is an everything store hurts my sales. It's a good experiment, what you are doing. Follow up on that as I'm in the same boat. We'll be watching closely as well. All right, cool. So yeah, and if you did, another plus with doing a separate clothing store, like I said yesterday, is Vindu works better with that store compared to my 50,000 everything store. So then I can pull my clothing over to Vindu and put it on Posh real super quick. Affiliate link below if you want to use that. And that was one of the main reasons I was going to make this one clothing. I got a bunch of nice hats yesterday, and I go, maybe I need to put some hats in here too, to kind of just some of the best ones that I picked up yesterday, just to kind of get more sales rolling in a little bit quicker, to get some feedback built up and that. I'm like, no, just stick to clothing like you were originally going to do. If it takes forever, it takes forever. So I'm just going to put clothing there for now, and we'll see. You okay, girl? Something's wrong. That's your second time going up. You okay? You okay? Dag, you fly. Don't be hovering around me. You two are restless today. Probably because they have no Apoquel in them. So yeah, we'll just see. Somebody said how long it takes to get $200 a day. So why don't we start with maybe we do the whole I like to look at things like bills, right? You have, say, a cell phone bill. You have your car payment, your car note. So why don't we do it in increments like that? So let's see here. I'm trying to think of a nice way, like, because if somebody's starting out from the beginning, yeah, it might be the best way to go is how to make $100 a day. That'd be $3,000 a month. Then that would be enough to reinvest, plus take some money out for your own payroll. So that might be the best first goal. 200 a day. Well, that's actually 6,000. Sorry. That's definitely enough to reinvest back in the business, plus take some payroll. But so let's start with $100 a day first, because then we could say a month, and that would be $100 after fees and shipping, $100 a day. And the goal would be to take $1,500 out for payroll and put $1,500 back into the business to keep it growing for the month. So maybe we'll play that. So how fast will it take for you to earn $1,000, $1,500 a month? Fly, you are aggravating me. So maybe we'll work something like that. So, but we're only like 3 days in, so, and I've only got $34. So, sounds like you're having a day similar to me. My sales in the past 34 days have been dismal, despite me listing a crazy amount of valuable items. The items I listed didn't even get noticed on eBay, despite being popular and hard to find items. Also today, my energy level is about 60% all day due to not sleeping as well, and I wanted to. I couldn't find an item to ship out, a $100 item, but after tearing apart my home and almost killing myself to do it, I finally found it after having so much. Sourcing today wasn't so great either. Sales on the end were about $20 today, hopefully tomorrow. I forgot to refund a cassette yesterday. I got to remember to do that. In the last 31 days, I'm still up 8.5%, so that's good. That's still going in the right direction. This month compared to last month, we are down 12.5%. So that's not going in the right direction. But it is going into summer, and that normally happens. So it's not a big surprise. We just got to try to avoid it as best as possible. Sorry for being kind of scatterbrained today. Reselling collectible question. I guess it depends on what is considered a collectible. So many have merch, of course. I know of the Death Pile Monster. I don't know that either. The Reseller Duck. Don't know that. And the Inimen. I believe Inimen is auctioned for charity, as well as the duck. Or at least some of the proceeds go to charity. However, I'm sure there's more people out there selling stuff. Hopefully mine will be, I definitely want it to be long-term, a changing thing, a growing thing, and definitely a collectible thing. So we'll see. Like I said, hopefully more than, I think another community may be interested in it also. So hopefully that I can get that group of people interested too. So All right, let's do some shipping. Epic thumbnail. I need to get this stuff shipped. Okay. 2 sales since I pulled. I think I have everything pulled. So I got 25 items here. Dun, 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 dun. Got one going to Argentina. How is that going to Argentina? I got South America blocked. And my heaviest item is going to Argentina? Come on now. Well, I paid $40 for shipping. We'll see what costs. UK, Canada, Germany. Oh, somebody said that my new store is not set up for international, but I didn't read it, but I heard it, Primo say it when he read it, that they're in Germany. I know I didn't set up the new account for Germany yet because you got to have a special code. So that's probably why it wasn't showing up for Germany. Because I forgot all about that. So I don't know if I could use the one I used for my first store on that. I'll have to learn more about it, so I'm not sure. I'll figure that out. All right. First up, we've got Wrightsville Beach, North Carolina cap. This sold for $6.50, headed to Dover, Delaware. So Jan has taken that new job out in Sullivan, Missouri. I think they gave her what she wanted money-wise. Which means every other Saturday I can take her to work and then explore the back roads and go to Springfield, hit Branson, look for places and things to buy. So that's going to be fun. I'm excited about that. So then I'll at least get out every other Saturday. And hopefully that'll turn into a cool video series. Next up, because I'll be by myself, most probably, unless I can talk to somebody eventually going with me, but I can talk to the camera to keep myself company. Talk to you guys, kind of, sort of. Got a St. Louis, Missouri flag hat. Sold for $10.50, headed to Greenville, Illinois. Greenville, Illinois. That's where I bought my first store from. Unique audio and video. They put an ad in the newspaper. They were closing down and selling everything for $15,000. Went over there with a U-Haul, bought it all, and that was my first store buyout. Greenville, Illinois. John. Actually, this came from that purchase too. The thing that I keep my vinyl on in the storage room, that came from there. Alright, next up we've got Madonna. You Must Love Me cassette or CD single. Sold for $4. Headed to San Fran. San Francisco. The San Francisco treat. Crap, I didn't want to seal that. I wanted to resurface it. It'll still play. It's on the scratches are outside of the song. Should be alright. So, I was just going to do it to make it look better. Chris. It'll still play. Tuna del Diderot or something. CD sold for $5.50, headed to McAllen, Texas. Texas. Oh yeah, yes, I did tell you yesterday's numbers. That's right. I'm scatterbrained still. Jesus. Like days I have appointments, the anxiety I get, I don't know why. I get anxiety when I have appointments. Like if it's early, I can't sleep. If I go to bed thinking about it, I won't sleep all night. But knowing I have to be somewhere at a certain time, I hate that feeling. Hank Williams Jr., 45. So for $4.20, headed to Deerbrook, Wisconsin. Don't know why that is, but that's another reason that's made working for yourself so much more relaxing. Like most times I forget what day it is. I usually never pay attention to the time. It's nice living in a world where you don't have to worry about that kind of stuff. Damn. Brothers in Arms for the PS2. Sold for $4.20. Headed to Bridgeville, Pennsylvania. And he drops it. Brianna. I got my bike back. I got my bike back. Like Pee Wee Herman when his bike was stolen. Make Earth Cool Again hat. Sold for $10.50. Headed to Venice, Florida. If these medications will keep his seizures under control, that'll be a lot easier to leave the house with the boys here to watch him. Barbara. And everybody's suggesting the CGB, CBA, CBG oil or whatever it's called. I've been reading on it, but right now it's not I'm not. Another reason I won't touch it is the last study I just read came out in March, and it shows that if you use it with the prescription medication for seizures, it can cause liver failure. So I definitely don't want to use it with that. So it would be a thing to try if I can't get the pills to work, is what will probably happen out of something like that. So. Next up, we got this Better Homes cookbook. We've got the same one upstairs, so when I saw this at the bins, I grabbed it. Only got $7 out of it, but that's all right. Headed to Stafford, Virginia. Probably going to cost me whatever they charge per inch for these. Let's see, we can go in here. Yeah, it'd be nice to, the one thing I want to do with this new store is to make sure it adds to my bottom line, doesn't take away from the first store. Which means if I'm not putting clothing in the first store, I'm really going to have to ramp up everything else I'm putting in there. Or the way I'm looking at it is really ramp up my hats to offset the clothing. Joshua, my stomach is talking today. So I got to make sure that, and then oddball stuff too, I guess. So I just got to try to hold it steady at least. Yoshi's Cookies for the Game Boy. Sold for $9.09, headed to Woodbury, Minnesota. I don't want it to take away from it. And then on top of that, I want it to help Poshmark get back up and growing again. So somebody asked, well, several people have asked over time, but how can we grow eBay if eBay is going to keep hiding listings or whatever else they're doing? And this could be one way of doing it. Yesterday I noticed my numbers were back correct on eBay. Right as my sales stopped right after that. So like, okay. Let's see if it's still. Yep, 57,149. So it wasn't quite back there yesterday because it was 56,982. So I thought maybe I didn't have as many up as I thought. But okay, so 57,149. And I accidentally lost 200 of them when I was doing in and sell similar. And then I kept airing out yesterday with server failure also. But it was old stuff that had been up 7 months at that time. I had obviously ended and sold similar before on those items. So now I got more stuff down here that's not listed. 200 more to be exact. So 57,149. So keep that growing. Next up, we've got a blank camouflage cap. Sold for $7, headed to Van Nuys, California. Weave. Next up is this, I guess, choker necklace thingy bobber made out of beads. Sold for $4.50, headed to Aspen, Colorado. I guess it's not really a choker, I guess. I just put beaded necklace, 20 inch. It shows you don't have to be perfect on your titles. I got this thing on my back that's bothering me. All right, J-I-E-A. It's like a reoccurring spot. This time it's worse than before, and it's not shingles. but I have no idea what the hell it is. And by the time I make a doctor's appointment, get to the doctor, it's gone. So it's kind of like... Huh. Next up, we've got some Cardinal folders. They bought both of them from me for $21. Headed to Bloomington, Illinois. Let's just put them in here. Keep them safe. Jan thought the spot looked like there was something in it last night. So she was using a pen digging on it. And then the pain went away while she was doing that. So I don't know. Some blood came out and that was it. So it wasn't like a pimple or anything. But now it feels like it's back, like it's back swollen again. So I'm guessing it's pushing on a nerve. So it's bothering me again. The body's aging. I'm not going to say getting old anymore, because you're only as old as you feel. It's a mindset. So I'm just going to say the body is aging. I don't want to ever think of myself as old, but I'll think of my body as aging. The fly is back. Why don't you go upstairs? There is a hole in the screen. That's probably how you got in. The Prophets 8-track tape. Sold for $10. Headed to Leesville, South Carolina. So. Boom, 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 boom. Nose itch. Didn't take my sinus meds this morning. Mickey. MICKEYMOUSC. Mickey Mouse, Donald Duck. Mickey Mouse, Donald Duck. We've got the Monday Night Wars. Man, this is something, like, I enjoy wrestling, and I was WCW during this whole gig, even before the NWO started. I've always been the underdog for the underdog wrestling promotions, just because the more you have, the more people that get to work for a living doing what they love to do. So I was always for the underdog. Like right now, I'm still for AEW, TNA over WWE. WWE's fine. They're going to last forever. The other promotions are what needs the support. So I've always been the underdog. But man, to live through that and to watch it firsthand, there was nothing. There will be nothing ever like that again. Sold for $420. Headed out to California. So. Nothing like it ever again. I've always been an Eric Bischoff fan, but dude, seems like he's turned into an old miserable person. The way he slams like AEW and stuff, I'm like, dude, are you trying to work an angle with him so you could come in as a bad guy with the Elite? If you know wrestling, you know what I'm talking about right here. Or are you just like one of those disgruntled old guys? I'm like, dude, come on. But hey, as his title of one of his books, Controversy Creates Cash. So if he's trying to create controversy for his YouTube audience to get clicks and views, that's more cash. So I need to create some controversy on here. Okay, what can this video... Every video I should come up with a controversy and then use that to thumbnail and title. Got this Callaway hat. Sold for $10.50. Headed to Seguin, Texas. Texas. So as I was laying there trying to fall asleep last night, I was trying to think of different video scenarios for my launch of this item. So whatever I do is probably going to be last minute, spur of the moment. Whatever I'm feeling at the time. But I'm going to try to make it today so I can at least sit on it for a day. So if I want to make a change to it. Okay, the red jumpsuit apprentice CD. Sold for $4.20, headed to North Carolina. I want so bad just to pick it up and show you what it is. Gordon. Next up, we've got this wool sweater. Mac Studio. Oh, it's cashmere. Sorry, not wool. Cashmere. I just took an offer for $12 on it. Headed to Santa Monica, California. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. 9. Brenda. Buzz, buzz, buzz. Next up, we've got Coachman trucker cap. Sold for $10.50, headed to Grand Rapids, Michigan. All right, I gotta speed this up. Got more items today than normal. Speed it up, James. Speed it up. Let's go. 7, nope, 6. Steve. Stay. Sit, Ubu, sit. Woof. Good dog. Hailstorm. I need your surface, James. Sold for $6, headed to Evanston, Illinois. Sheila. Whoa, Sheila. Sheila. She looks like tequila. Got the Tar Heels. Sold for $5, headed to Corpus Christi, Texas. Don't you fall on me? How rude. Okay, 7. Robert. And last U.S. item is a cool, found this at the bins, a nice, cool, distressed Coach bag, messenger bag. How cool is that? CLH initials on it. I didn't even notice that because I didn't put it in the title. Hopefully they're all right with it. But yeah, very cool, distressed. bag. Took an offer for $35 on it. Headed to Los Angeles, California. Being it's so distressed, I have no problem putting it in a bag because, you know, that's the cool factor of this bag. Because it's cool like that, it's cool like that. It's cool like that, it's cool like that. It's cool like that, it's cool like that, it's cool like that. 2.5. Oh, 17 by 13. Andrew. All right. Review purchases. Confirm and pay. Hello, Mr. Fly. You're gonna die in here if you don't get out. I usually wait till they start slowing down and then I catch them and release them. I can't catch them when they're quick and full of energy. Oh, he'll slow down. Probably by tomorrow I'll be able to catch him. So he can live out his last days in freedom. Be free, fly, free. Free, fly, free. Free, fly, free. How can you see with those funky eyes? Free, fly, free. Free, fly, free. How can you see with those funky eyes? All right, Andrew. Oink. Huh. I worked with an Andrew who I was friends with on Facebook. I haven't seen nothing from him. I forgot all about him. Wonder if he's one of those people that, you know, years later you think of, you go look, and they unfriended you for some reason. I wonder. Kind of like Dion. I wonder. I think that was Dion, wasn't it? The Wanderer. Wonder. Sheila. Steelheart song. Steve. About my Stevie. Brittany Fox song. My Stevie. Brenda. Oh, I got nothing for Brenda at the moment. Gordon. An astronaut who is a treasure hunter. Lloyd. Dumb and Dumber. Lloyd. Tim. Nikki. Neil. I don't know how to pronounce this name. J-I-E-A. Gia? Something like that. Weave. That's an interesting name. Weave. Andrew. Again. Joseph. Barbara Sue. Brenna. Dan. Jesus. Okay. I was like stuck to it. I'm like, okay, I lost somebody here. Chris. John. Wait. Boink. Print, scan, phone. Generation Clash. So, let me see. Maybe. I'm gonna have to find a box for this later. The Schwinn seat's going to Argentina, sold for $30, plus they paid $40 for shipping. That's crazy, huh? I always grab old bike parts when I see them at the bins or at yard sales or anything. Show an old Schwinn seat. Brought in some money. So I don't have a quick box that you can put it in. Hi, Mr. Fly. I'll see if I can find one real quick if I can, without wasting too much of your time. Got this like a longhorn cat headed to Germany. Sold for $9. Since we're closing in on the hour. And it don't technically have to go out till tomorrow. Oh, so let me check that. I always forget to do that. Sales, all sites. Boom, boom. Okay, so today at 11 o'clock with all site sales, I'm at $214. Yesterday with all site sales, all eBay sites, $675. Okay. So I always got to remember to do that. Always forget. To give accurate information. Accurate, you say? I'll say accurate. The car? No, not the car. That's Acura. $9.79. Boom. And of course you want a code. Code for a hat. Bum, 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 bum. Next up, we got Mr. Magoo. Mr. Magoo is headed to Canada. So I got this vintage Mr. Magoo shirt. And it sold for $25. Headed up to Canada. T-shirt. $8.25. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Next up, we got San Diego Padres. Kids baseball cap headed to the UK. Nice faded look on it. Sold for $9. So 8, 6. Let's see if I can find me a box real quick for that seat. Get it done. Get it out of here. Curious to see what it's going to cost also. Let me find a box for the seat. Mamacita. Actually, will it fit into hat boxes? It's a little too wide that way. A little too wide that way also. But would it go diagonally? Might be the quickest way. It will go diagonally. Perfect. Actually, let me wrap it in a bag so it don't get any more scrapes on it. Beautiful. There you go. Let's go. This. Alright. So I sold for $30 headed to Argentina. Let's see how much it's going to cost me. There you go, hat box. We'll have to modify. So we got the 8 by 6 by 8. 8 by 6 by 8. We got 2, 5. We got a used bicycle seat for $30. 2, 5. Please be under $40. $27.99. That works for me. On those weird, like, heavier items like that, instead of putting it for like $10, because then I use the $10 one for jackets, so international is $20. I'll put it under shoes, which is $12.99 for US, which bumps it up to $49 or $39 for international. So I can always make sure I'm covered. I'm glad to see with increases I'm still covered. Okay. Beautiful. And 4 international in the last 24. Actually, no, I had to print up 2, 4, 5, 7 in the last 24 hours. Print up 2. This one. And this one. And then I gotta resurface. So that is all for me. So another CD sold. So got 3 CDs for $4.19 waiting in the wings to be shipped. And at 11:08, I'm at $223. All right. Thanks everybody for hanging out. I will see you all in the next video. Later.